President Trump has gone after both Morning Joe hosts, Joe Scarborough and Mika Brezinski, and it has gotten pretty ugly, and it's pretty embarrassing that the President of the United States is going on Twitter and going after two hosts and using appearance-esque attacks. So, I'll tell you guys what the tweet was, and then I'll tell you what Mika Brezinski responded with. So, here's what The Hill says. They say, Morning Joe host Mika Brezinski on Thursday fired back at President Trump after he accuses her of, quote, bleeding badly from a facelift in an early morning tweet. Early morning, no idea why. Here is Trump's tweet specifically, okay? He said, quote, I heard poorly rated Morning Joe speaks badly of me, parentheses, don't watch anymore. Then how come low IQ crazy Mika, along with Psycho Joe, came to Mar-a-Lago 3 nights in a row around New Year's Eve and insisted on joining me? She was bleeding badly from a facelift. I said no, Trump wrote in a series of tweets. So, you know what? It's pretty ugly, like most of the tweet, but he could have just kept the facelift part out of it. If you had kept that part out of it, most of it would be like, okay, at least you're saying low IQ, which is still nasty for the President of the United States to be going on Twitter and attacking news show hosts. But, you know, saying facelift like that's a whole nother level of just sexist bullshit. Here's what The Hill says, though. Brzezinski swiftly responded to Trump's personal attack with one of her own, tweeting an image of the back of a cereal box labeled, quote, made for little hands. So what she did was she tweeted a box of Cheerios, and on it said, made for little hands, and it has like a little kid with small hands touching the Cheerio, and it's gone like super viral. I mean, it's like 160,000 favorites, 47,000 retweets. The Hill goes on to say, Trump's opponents have long talked about the size of his hands to insult him, starting with Spy magazine editor Graydon Carter's frequent references in the 1980s to Trump as a, quote, short-fingered vulgarian. Carter wrote in November that the insult always got under Trump's skin, and it does, because he tried to sue him, to the point where he still receives letters from Trump containing images of him with circles highlighting the length of his fingers. That's how you know it hurts his feelings, so she probably got him where it hurt, to be completely honest with you. Brzezinski and, quote, Morning Joe co-host Joe Scarborough reportedly were at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida over the New Year's Eve this year. Quote, nothing that Mika and I did in setting up this meeting was any different than what all good reporters and news hosts try to do daily. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that Morning Joe was denied and that's why he's going after Trump, or do you think that it's somewhat genuine and somewhat sincere? What's up, guys? It's Saul Hill here. You guys are watching The Progressive Voice. Make sure you guys click subscribe down below. We're fighting Donald Trump tooth and nail, and we need your help.